That's my prediction. Anyway, let's go back to the LEC here. G2 seem to be having a lot of fun. Have you listened to their comms? They are excellent. They are loose. They are fun. They are beatboxing if you listen to Perkz and Caps.
Until G2, if G2 goes 2-0 next week against OG and Fnatic,
yes,
then they're back. I would not count your blessings.
You can say that
yet.
for any of those three teams, though. If either of those three
G2
teams
has a
goes 2-0.
way harder week, though. They have OG and Fnatic. They are going to be wrestling for sole first place, most likely, in next week's matches. And until they win there, G2 is still not, quote-unquote, back in my eyes. Look at they beat up the small kids in the recess room. They just beat up Vitality pretty handily, and then they beat up Schalke, right? Who's their other match?
This past weekend was, let me look here, Vitality and SK.
SK, my bad. Excuse me. Vitality and SK. So they beat up the small kids.
Both convincing wins.
Yeah. Oh man, it was trolling. It was a massacre.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they look next week against.
But that's the confidence. That's the confidence they need when they're going into games.
I'm not saying that.
Origin
I'm not
Fnatic.
disputing that.
And that has been lost a little bit in the middle of this split.
Sure, absolutely. But until they beat those top-tier teams again,
And here are their stats, by the way. Very impressive, obviously.
Yeah, no, they're slaughtering stats. They're absolutely they crushed two of the worst teams in the LEC. Congratulations.
No, yeah, I will agree, Emily, that this performance by G2 this past weekend doesn't necessarily cement them as the top team in the LEC, nor does it really tell us anything other than just a weekend to completely press the reset button as a palate cleanser for next weekend. But confidence goes a long way, and team dynamic goes a long way. And you have to say that G2 are at their most confident right now in this split.
Yeah, I mean, I liked a lot of things I saw from G2 this past week. They had like the Talia Pantheon combo with Jankos going buffless and then ganking bot and then ganking mid, which I thought was actually really, really smart, especially against a team like SK where they're not typically known. Like Trick is not, the jungler's typically known for his early game proactivity. And then, you know, I think the player I really want to talk about on this G2 roster that people have been hypercritical of because of the role swap, I think, has been Caps, who I don't think he's been performing as badly as people might think, but I do think he still needs work in terms of some of his team fight positioning as an AD carry specifically. However, this past week, we saw him play Talia, and then we also saw him play the fasting Senna. So I think that is the key to G2's success going forward, is also really finding these picks that can make the most of Caps' understanding of stuff like wave management and lane control and just like basic laning matchups, because I think all of that is still like really, really good. So if you can place Caps on those champions where he is going to succeed, I'm looking at next week, I think they lose to Fnatic and I think they beat Origen actually. So what do you guys think?
Oh, that's it. I think G2 go 2-0. I think they make a statement week. What do you think?
1-1. I think they'll lose against Fnatic and lose against OG. Oh, sorry. No.
That's 0-2.
Yeah, sorry. They will lose to Fnatic and beat OG.